welcome to the Mod Squad Network's Conversations with the Mod Squad. I'm your host, Kevin. Joining me as always is Felix. And today's guest is Mr. Clay Allen from the Clay Allen Chronicles. How you doing today, sir?
I am good. How about you guys?
What's up, man? Doing good.
Doing good. The first question I like to start off with is, how did the Clay Allen Chronicles start and what's it all about?
It is, I guess, kind of like motivational or philosophical. I didn't plan to do that. I've done a couple other videos. I have two channels. I have another channel that's just Clay Allen. And that one has just under 1,200 subscribers, but it's willy-nilly. I've never really put a lot of work into it. Don't even ask, I have no clue how it got to that many subscribers. But
you're doing something right.
Yeah, there's actually, believe it or not, I do a lot of voice messaging with coworkers or brokers. We work in the trucking and recycling industry, and I'll send them voice messages, and they're always telling me, there's two brokers that are always telling me they love listening to me, and I'm like, what do you mean? I'm usually telling you something about work, and they're like, yeah, you just sound like we just want to listen to you. And I'm like, all right. And they're like, you should do something with that. And the funny thing about that is probably about, 20 years ago, my cousin said, her name's Kathy. She had said to me, she had this vision of me doing something with my voice, but it wasn't singing, because when I was young, I used to sing a lot. Everybody loved it. And she said, it's not singing. I don't know what it is, but it's not singing, but it's with your voice.
Well, there you go. I will say this. You got a real smooth, melancholy voice. I really like it.
Announcer type voice.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
right.
All right, so what this show is all about is letting your fans get to know you more on a personal level, but kind of in a lighthearted way. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with Felix is going to give you some word association questions to begin with. Then I'm going to come in with some thought-provoking questions. Then we're going to finish off with some this or that. So Felix, if you want to go ahead and start us off with the word association, please.
Yeah, man, just the first thing that pops into your mind. Western.
Cowboys and Indians.
Hero.
Oh, hero. Superman.
Another one.
I'm a Marvel guy, but that's what came in. Desire.
Desire.
Happiness.
Network.
YouTube. Friends.
Storm.
Yeah. Hurricanes.
Adventure.
Travel.
Flower.
No.
I like that. Memory.
Boy, that's a good one. Stories.
Fear.
Nothing. Not afraid.
I like that. And the last one is cheeseburger.
Yes, please.
I love it. All right, so I'm going to come in with some thought-provoking questions, and to follow up on Felix's cheeseburger question, is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, it's a hot dog.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Agreed.
I'm with you on that one, man. It's on one piece of bread. You fold it over. That's not
half a sandwich.
But when I think of hot dogs, I think of like going to an event, and I love going to wrestling events. I'm a big wrestling fan. And when that wrestler comes through the curtain and that music hits, you know exactly who he is and what he's all about. If a theme song played every time you walked into a room, what would it be?
Oh, geez, I have no idea. This is like asking me to pick a favorite. I don't have favorite. A theme song.
Favorite?
A theme song. I'm blank on that one.
Blanking on it. All right, not a problem. But speaking of songs and stuff like that, what's your guilty pleasure car karaoke song? That song you're a little embarrassed about, but you crank up the windows and turn up the volume and just sing away.
It's a country song, and it would be Jamie Johnson in color.
Okay.
Yep.
I like that. I like that. Speaking of staying into the car theme, what's the farthest you've ever traveled from home for vacation?
Probably only about 1,500 miles.
Oh, about 1,500 miles. That's
Only.
not too far. Well,
I say, okay, only because I am an ex-truck driver, and I would do 600-700 miles a day.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. You hate driving right now at this point, I would imagine.
I don't. Yeah, I hate taking the highway. If I can take back roads, I'm gonna take back. I gave up my CDL because I hate it so much.
Oh, I get it, man.
27 years is enough.
Well, that's in distance. But if you could travel 10 years to the past or 10 years to the future, but only for 24 hours, which way would you go and why?
I'd go to the past, and I would go to the past because I don't really want to know what the future has in store for me. I want to see it when I get there.
I like that.
I like that. That's a good.
No expectations.
Lowered expectations, man. I love
Yeah.
it.
Well, the lower you keep them, the less it takes to impress you, and you're always
That
happy.
is very true. That is very true. How about a little color theory? How would you describe the color purple to a blind man?
Deep and soulful.
Deep and soulful. I like it. That's actually a pretty good description. I could almost see the color.
Yep.
All right, what is the funniest thing that has ever happened to you that you can legally talk about?
You really want to hear this?
Oh yeah. Hey, I've embarrassed myself on this show plenty with that question.
listen,
So yeah.
You got to
You've
go
heard
back.
me-
You got to go back and watch that interview, man.
Yeah, I'll have to do that. If you've watched any of the stuff that I've put out, you already know that I'm pretty authentic and I'm pretty real. I don't hold a lot back. I'm not always professional. I'm just me, and that's I want to keep it that way. So the story I'm going to tell you is definitely embarrassing. It was years ago. I'm almost 50. This was back when I was like 19, 20. I worked at a lumberyard. I have always been hypoglycemic, like kind of Paul Blart. And I had gone into the office, didn't feel good, was starting to have a sugar withdrawal, was kind of shaky. I went upstairs, and upstairs was where the bathrooms were. I got upstairs, I didn't make it to the bathrooms, and I just got real weak, and I ended up down on my knees, and I was just kind of like really shaking weak. My boss comes walking out of the bathroom, zipping his pants up while he's walking out. He stopped because I was in his way, and another coworker walks in and sees me down on my knees and the boss standing there zipping his pants. True story.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I can see how.
I thought that was going
probably
another
gotten
way.
spread.
I really thought that was going another way. And
You probably didn't expect me to
was
put
good.
that one on the table, did you?
No, that took a sharp left turn, man, for sure.
Yeah.
I love it though. If you could poll your family and friends, what would they say you're most known for?
I'm the one that everybody can talk to.
I can see that. You seem to have a very calming personality and, like I said, the soothing voice. I can see where people would come to you for advice and stuff like that.
Yep.
I like it. I'm a Superman guy. I love comics, but if you had a superhuman power, what would it be? And would you use it for good or evil?
For good. What power? I want them all, man. I'd have to say flying.
That seems to be the go-to.
The only reason I would say flying is because for years when I was younger, me and my mother both would have dreams about flying, and every time we would have these dreams, it was just a very freeing feeling, a very like releasing sensation, and I dreamed about that for I don't anymore, but for a long time, all the way into adulthood.
I used to have dreams about flying too. I used to have dreams to where I could fly sometimes. Like sometimes I would jump in the air and fall, and then other times I would
Dude,
fly.
I had those
Weird.
same dreams, and they were so real that I thought in real life I was like, did I fly or not? And how do
Did
I
I
do
really?
it again?
That's funny. There must be something to that, because I've had those too.
Yeah, it was the weirdest feeling when you wake up and like, did that happen? Or
Yeah.
it was weird.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm a Superman guy. I love reading comics. That's my media of choice. But what is the single piece of media, whether it be book, movie, or TV show, that has had the most influence on the person you are today?
I movies. Period.
Movies.
I love action. I specifically love superhero movies.
Marvel, I'm assuming.
Oh, any, but it's definitely Marvel. Yeah.
I got you.
There's a
gotcha.
Iron Man sitting right here on my wall. So
That's
Oh,
what's up.
very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I myself am a DC guy. Felix is a Marvel guy, but I got
Yep.
my Superman.
Yep.
Well, since movies is your influence, if your life was a movie, what would the title be, and who would play you?
Oh, good Lord. Who would play me? I don't know who would play me. I'm going to say The World According to Clay.
That's a good one.
Do you guys remember The World According to Garp?
Garf, yeah.
Garf?
Yeah.
Is it Garf or Garp?
I always said Garf. I don't know. It
Well,
could be Garf.
Robin Williams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I haven't heard of that
You
in a
don't know-
while.
And you're good. Knowing who will play you. That's a hard one, right? It's always hard to figure out what
Oh,
actor
who
would,
would-
play yourself. Yeah.
Who would play me? I mean, the dude that plays Kingpin.
Oh, Vincent
Vincent
D'Onofrio.
Yeah, there you go.
D'Onofrio.
Kevin
That's
said
a
the
good
same
one.
thing.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he's a great actor. He's
Oh
really
God,
a good
yes,
actor.
yes.
Yeah. Speaking of movies, one of my favorite movies is Castaway, where Tom Hanks is stranded on a desert island. If you were stranded on a desert island, what 3 items would you take and why?
A knife. Something to make fire. Like something sustainable, not a
Right.
lighter, like a Flintstones.
Maybe a flint rock.
Yeah. And some leather, some like rolls, like material. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. For clothing and shelter. And
Shoes.
stuff
Yep.
I love
yep.
it.
Yep.
Love it. Great answer. If you could switch lives with someone for a day, who would it be and why?
Don't forget to get your life too.
They get mine too. I would switch with my grandpa.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a great answer.
That's who I'd switch with.
Dude, that one hit me in my heart right there, man.
Yeah.
Jeez. I love
Yeah,
I love
my
that
grandfather had 9 kids. He was a fisherman down in Florida. He worked real hard, and the only thing that I don't like that he did was he was a drinker. But I would definitely switch with him because he's my idol. You know what I mean?
I love it. Oh man, that really hit me. God, yeah. You made me think of my grandfather.
Yeah.
All right, the last 2 questions I have is, what are your 1 year, 5 year, and 10-year goals?
They're all the same. My goal is to become happy. And I'm not saying that I'm not happy. I'm just saying my only strive is to become happy at whatever it is I'm doing, because if I don't become rich, I won't care. I'm happy.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like, and I'm not trying to like not answer your questions. Seriously.
No, I totally get it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
no, I
want to
get
be
it.
happy. That's it.
That is that. You know what? I can't even knock that at all. I mean, great answer. Great answer. Last question I have: if you took center stage to the world and you had everybody by the ear, what would your message be?
To support each other, lift each other up. We can all go higher together.
Great answer. Great answer. All right, we're going to finish this off with some rapid fire from Felix. Go ahead, Felix. Take it away with some rapid fire questions.
All right, Clay, here's a little bit of this or that. Is it the term GIF or GIF?
GIF.
Android or Apple?
What's that?
Android or Apple?
Both.
DC or Marvel?
Okay. Why you gotta make me pick Marvel?
What were you going to say about the Android and Apple?
Both, because I use Apple right now. I use iPhones, but I was such a diehard Android fan for the longest time. I had a hoodie that had, instead of, it looked like the Android guy, but it also looked like Pac-Man, and he was chasing a bunch of little apples.
I like that. The apples with the little dots.
Yeah, they were the ghosts, you know.
Oh, I love it.
All right, Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Prince or Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson.
Text or call?
Call.
Books or ebooks?
Ebooks.
Checkers or chess?
Checkers.
And the last one, soft or hard tacos?
Hard tacos.
That's what's up.
There's no
there
such
you
thing as a
have it.
soft taco. That's a burrito.
Yeah. I agree.
Oh, well, there you have it, Mr. Clay Allen from the Clay Allen Chronicles. Do you have anything coming up that you would like to promote? Any other websites that you have, sir?
I do not at this time. This is all just kind of a new channel, so I don't really have anything to promote right now, other than support each other. Like I said earlier, we can all go a lot further together. It doesn't have to be. We don't got to beat each other down, so we can do
This
it.
is very true.
Yep.
I highly suggest everyone check out the Clay Allen Chronicles here on YouTube. Great show, heartfelt messages all the time. Man's a beautiful with his words. That's all I gotta say.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
All right, guys, that does it for this episode of the Mod Squad Network's Conversations with the Mod Squad. So for Clay and Felix, I am Kevin saying, if I don't see you again, thank you for being a friend.
See ya.
Good night.